Hey, all you comic book fans out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner. That's right, guys, the comic channel where I plan on picking off every zombie there is until I can become ruler of the world. That's right, guys. Welcome back. Today we are getting ready to do another comic book review, and it's not just the comic book review, but it's the monthly Walking Dead review, the book that I cherish the most and look forward to anticipating and reading and reviewing for all of you each and every month. And we are on issue number 104. And I was looking forward to this issue so big time. Sometimes with The Walking Dead, the covers are a little bit misleading. It always doesn't always represent what happens on the inside. But this issue, it truly did. Oh man, the cover on this issue is just classic, and it just represents Carl's character to the T right now on what he thinks of Negan and the rest of the group, and he feels that he has to take matters in his own hands, and this kid has got the balls of steel. I mean, he has been through so much, but he is not shy of doing what he wants to do. Oh my God, it's such an awesome issue. All right, so here's the cover, and here is some of the interior art that I got for you. Here is one of the opening pages. It kind of continues right after the last issue, where Negan is walking out here, and Negan in that jacket and that face, man. Don't you just want to take that baseball bat and just whack him right in the face? Oh my God, the guy's such an ass. Can't stand him. Anyway, as we go along, there is some controversy between Rick and the group about him being the leader and just letting Negan go. And, you know, you can see that on Rick's face here on the bottom panel. No one wants to leave. You know, he threatens everybody to leave, but no one wants to go in the end. It's crazy. And then in this page right here, we can see the ultimate picture. Carl hiding in the back of Negan's van, getting ready to try to do some damage against our friend Negan. Does he succeed? Does he fail? Well, if you haven't read the issue, I would go and read it first before you see my walkthrough and my thoughts on this book. If you don't buy the book, enjoy the walkthrough, and I hope your jaw drops just like it did with mine at the end of this issue. Okay? So let's get ready to start the walkthrough. That's right. Guys, our book is done by Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlard, who does the art, and the gray tones is Chris Rathburn. Phenomenal artwork. The artwork is just on the money each and every issue. I can't complain about it. It's just always the same, and I love the artwork. So nothing wrong there. In our last issue, we saw that Negan invades their little community, and he takes all their stuff. He probably takes more than half their stuff. So they got all kinds of crap, okay? And Negan here is walking out. He's walking outside, and he's just like, you know, he's like, you know what? We're going to be great people. That's what Negan says. We're going to be great people. You got to just learn to trust us. We'll be honest. He's like, shut the gate. We did some handiwork for you, too. So by killing all the zombies when they came in as well. So they go ahead and they shut the gate. You can see they're shutting the gate. And the doctor's sitting there going, this is no joke, Rick. You got to take care of all this stuff. He's like, you can't just let him go. He's a dangerous person. Basically, he's like, man, shut the hell up. He's like, you want to, you know, betray him? He's in charge now, not me. We have to follow his rules. And Rick is just like, and he just tells her, and he's just like, hey, you want to leave? Just go ahead and leave. He just like flips out. He's like, just say the word, and I will go, you know, or you guys go. He's all pissed off there, you know. I feel sorry for Rick. I mean, the guy has been through so much. Everyone has looked up to him. Basically, his hand was tied. But nobody knows his secret plan with Jesus. And Jesus is the one that's going out there and following Dwight to like their secret headquarters or wherever the hell they live, you know. And we can see everyone is just like, oh my God, you know, Rick is just like lost it, you know. So Rick just walks off into the little sunset here, I guess, if you want to call it. Goes and he's looking for Carl. He goes. Carl's like, Carl, get down here. You know, that's a horrible impression of Rick. But anyway, as we see in the next page, Negan is just driving his big old truck with all his 800 guys in the back. You know, he's driving, you know, and then here you look real close here. Whoa, who's that? And then you see even closer right here. Holy crap, dude. It's freaking Carl with a freaking machine gun. The thing is huge. And it represents him, too, in the book. Like, it is literally that big compared to him. You're like, holy crap. But meanwhile, Dwight is, you know, getting his belongings together. And he goes to this outpost. It's the closest one to him. And he finds out that one of his buddies says that he was being followed. He realized that he was being followed. He could see him from far away, and he was being followed by Jesus. And then all of a sudden, Jesus is surrounded by some of Negan's men. And we can see here that he's got his knife. He's ready to go with his little bandana under. Yeah, I'm going to kick your guys' asses now. And the next thing you see now is he's like, bam, just pops that one guy in the face. Takes out the other guy with a backpack. Dude tries to fling a stick. Freaking takes out this other dude. Boom! Right in the freaking skull right here. So you're like, oh, dude, you think like Jesus, he's gonna win the whole thing, you know? And the next thing you see is he gets knocked out. This other girl's like, I'm gonna cut your balls off, you know? This is this chick right here, and Dwight's like, no, don't do it. He's more useful to us alive. So. They take him in the back, you know, there he is right there. And he's just like, oh, we'll take him back to Negan. He's got questions to answer. He's telling the other group, he's like, we thought our guys were playing nice by playing by the rules. But obviously it's not, because Jesus wants to find out where they live. And then what happens is, you know, what Jesus wanted to find out where they live. So Dwight put it all together. He's like, he wants to find out where we live, and so he can report back to his boys and then eventually plan an attack. So they're driving in the Jeep. Jeep goes beep, beep, you know, whatever. Yeah, that was. Anyway, they're driving, and home sweet home, says Dwight, and now you finally get to see where Negan and the crew lives. And they live in this, like, old, like, I don't know, like, energy plant, it looks like, some industrial plant. Great page here, though. You can see all the zombies on like stakes, and they use like barriers to stop them. You can see that Charlie Adlard goes to detail to actually show, you know, the zombies on how mutilated they are and how the group takes care of them there. So crazy stuff right there. They get out of the Jeep, and Dwight realizes that Jesus plays his old tricks again, just like he could have done in Rick's van in the past, and he escapes from the Jeep. And right away Dwight's like, don't tell Negan, don't say anything. And they're like, agreed, you know. So eventually now we get Dwight and Negan meet up, and Dwight's like, Negan goes, first undead ghouls, and now we got to deal with motherfucking ghosts, you know. And he's like, I got out of there alive. And he's like, yeah, I suppose, you know. So I don't know. He doesn't show Dwight really any respect in that nature. And we can see, you know, Negan goes to the truck, and he's like, all right, boys. He's like, let's go. Let's get all this crap, you know. He's like, and Dwight's like, I'm pissed off. Let me cry with my watery eye. You know, they don't get along. So meanwhile now, you got Carl, he's like in the little mattresses, and he sees a little eyeball, and he's looking out here, and he's like one of the guys like, oh dude, you think we're gonna get one of these mattresses? And he's like, the other guy's like, no man, he's like, He's like, we're going to have to earn it, you know? And then all of a sudden, Carl is spotted by this guy. And he's like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, dude, you start seeing him go, blah, 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 blah. Carl is just racking up. Let me keep the picture still so you guys can see it. And he's just firing away at that machine gun. And it's got so much kickback, he can hardly hold it. And just, you see the guys fall out of the van. It's like, boom, boom, you know? And Carl's like, stay back, you know? And Negan's like, what the fucking fuck? You know, there he is right there. That's what he says right there with that mouth of his. And Carl makes it a thing. He's like, dude, I only want Negan. He's like, no one else needs to die. And next thing you say, this Negan goes, you're goddamn adorable. He goes, did you pick that gun because it looks cool? Totally fucking didn't you? He's like, did you pick that gun because it's cool? And he says that, and then look, and Carl's like, dude, shut up, Negan. You know? And then next thing you see, he's like, kid, he goes, kid, I'm not going to lie to you. He's like, you scared the fucking shit out of me. And next thing you see is Carl unloads, dude. Now, does he take care of Negan? Based off of this picture, you're like, I don't know. Looks like he ducks out of the way. And Carl falls down because of that kickback. And you see, he falls on the ground. He winds up hitting some more of Negan's men. And he drops it. He winds up dropping the gun. Dwight, the little freaking prick that he is, freaking kicks Carl right in the chest. And he's like, I'll kill you. And Negan's like, you're gonna beat. Negan goes, you're gonna beat a little defenseless child. And then here at the last page, it says, is that any way to treat our new guest? And here you have Negan, and Carl is on his knees, defenseless, with no gun, and now he's going to be held hostage. And now it's going to be crazy to see what happens. Like, how is Rick going to... Well, Rick's going to find out right away that Carl is missing when he can't find him. Then, you know, they're not going to find out. I wonder how Jesus is going to report back. What's happened to him? Is he going to rescue Carl? Is Carl going to die? I don't know, but man, 5 stars. 5 stars. I'm speechless after this issue. I give Carl so much credit for doing what he's done in this particular issue. It's just going to be interesting to see what's going to happen now because, again, he's going to be held hostage by Negan. Rick is going to find out he's missing, and I don't care what's going to happen. When it comes to his son, Rick is no mercy. I don't care if he has to sacrifice his life. He's going to find a way to get his son back. But this is going to be interesting to see if Negan bribes Rick, or I don't know. I don't know what to expect at this point. But this was a great, fantastic, super duper, zombie-rific, action-packed episode or issue, whatever you want to call it. Go out and buy it, read it, appreciate it for what it's worth. I know I gave away everything, but this is the one story each month that I do give away so much because a lot of people don't have the money to buy it or they can't have access to the comic. Get a lot of requests each month to review this book. So, guys, do read this book, though. It's phenomenal. Okay, so tell me what you guys think. What might happen to, Carl? What Negan might do to him? How Rick is going to retrieve him? Where did Jesus go? So many things up in the air. So looking forward to the future of The Walking Dead. So it's alive and strong. So, guys, until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. And thank you for watching Comic Book Corner. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.